Hello, I'm Ashley from Through the Loop Yarn Craft, and today we're going to make the Brinley Hair Scarf. This is a perfect spring project. They're quick to make and quite fashionable for that cute boho look. In this tutorial, we will be making the thin, long version, but there is also the wide version. As you can see, it's wider and also quite long to wrap around your whole head. And there's also the ponytail size. It is very easy to adjust this if you're used to doing that sort of thing. Otherwise, all three sizes are available in the PDF written pattern. As we go through the video, I will kind of point out where some of the adjustments are for changing the size as well. I've used the Lion brand Nubu yarn, which is 100% lyocell. It is a 4-weight, but it is on the thinner side of the 4-weight. That's not thick at all. I really liked the texture of this and the little bit of sheen to it and how well it will hold up. It bounces back really well once it's been tied. You can use other 4-weight yarns. I would try to stick to something that's not super fuzzy, but there's definitely lots of options. They don't take a lot of yarn. The one we're making today, I used about 60 yards or so. I'm also going to use a 4mm crochet hook, and of course I have my favorite Furls Odyssey. And we will be using the extended half double crochet stitch. If you haven't done that one yet, it's a nice fun one, and we will go through the steps. And before we start, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Let me know you're watching and stay up to date every time I have a new tutorial out. So let's gather our supplies and make the Brinley hair scarf. All right, so let's get started with the Brinley hair scarf. We are working this one back and forth in rows, and so we're actually working the short way, and so we don't have to start with a very long chain, which is nice. So we're going to start with a chain of 3. Now, one thing I will mention about this yarn, it is quite splitty. If you have it laying around too, I also would think that Kobu yarn would be a good alternative. Okay, so we've got our chain 3. And now we're going to work an extended half double crochet in the second chain from the hook, as well as the next chain. So we're going to make 2 extended half double crochets. So as I said, we will go over the extended half double crochet. It's not much different than a regular half double crochet. So we're going to yarn over, insert our hook into that second chain from the hook, yarn over, pull up a loop. Then we're going to, this is the part here where it's going to be a bit different. So we're going to yarn over, pull through the first loop instead of all 3, then yarn over and pull through all 3 loops. And there's our extended half double crochet. And we will do that again in the next chain. Pull yarn over, pull through 1 loop, and pull through all 3. So as you can see, it's kind of right in between a double crochet and a half double crochet. And that is our row 1. Row 2, we're just going to chain 1 and turn. Now we're going to do some increasing until we get to the width that we want. So we're going to start with 2 extended half double crochets in the first stitch. And 2. And then 2 in the second stitch. And chain 1 and turn. So for row 3, we're just going to do one extended half double crochet in each of the 4 stitches across. Now, if you have trouble locating the last stitch of the rows, I just recommend using a stitch marker to help you find it. So every time you do that last stitch, you can just pop a stitch marker in there. So that's row 3. We're ending with 4 extended half double crochets again. So now we'll chain 1 and turn for row 4. Row 4 is going to be another increasing row. So we're going to do 2 stitches in the first, 1 in each stitch in between, and then 2 in the last stitch again. So we're going to do 2 into the first stitch, and then 1 into the next. Then 1 into the next 2 stitches, and then 2 into the last stitch. And for row 4, we will end with 6 extended half double crochets. So we chain 1 and turn, and we will do row 5, which again is just 1 extended half double crochet into each stitch across for a total of 6. And turn for row 7. So row 7 again is just the 1 stitch in each of the 8 stitches. And this is our last increase row for the thin size. If you are wanting to make it wider, you can just keep repeating the increases as we did until the width you want. So you want to do an increase row and then a not increase row. And you just keep doing that until you get the size that you'd like. For the ponytail size, it is only the 8 stitches across. We're just going to make it shorter. And 8, chain 1 and turn. So moving forward on row 8 to row 70, we're just going to do an extended half double crochet in each stitch across, just as we did with row 7. And that is for the long hair scarf that ties around your whole head. For the ponytail one, I did row 8 until row 30 and then start the decrease. You can do as many rows as you want in this section to get whatever length you're looking for. So I'm going to finish rows 8 to row 70, and I will meet you right back here for the decrease. Welcome back. So I have just completed row 70 and we're ready to start 71, and we are going to start the tapering back down like where we did the increases on the other end. So we were doing the increase stitches, and this time we're going to do the decrease stitches. So we're going to start like a regular extended half double crochet, yarn over, insert our hook into that first stitch, yarn over, bring up a loop, yarn over, pull through the first loop on the hook. Now we're going to stop there and do another one in the next stitch. Yarn over, insert into the next stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through just that first loop on the hook. Now you should have 5 loops, yarn over, and pull through all those loops. Just like that, and we've got 2 together. Now we are going to do 1 extended half double crochet into each of the middle stitches again. So there we did the 4 middle ones, and this time we're going to save the last 2 because we're going to crochet those 2 together as well. So yarn over, pull up a loop, go pull through just that first loop, yarn over, go into that last stitch, yarn over, pull through 1, yarn over, pull through all. And row 71 should finish again with 6 stitches. And we'll chain 1 and turn for row 72. Now we're going to repeat this pattern the same as we did in the beginning. So row 72 is just going to be 1 extended half double crochet in each stitch across, or 6 total stitches in the row. And then the last 2 stitches we're gonna crochet together as well. Pull through 1 loop, insert the next stitch, pull through all loops, chain, and turn. So that will end us after row 73 with 4 stitches. So for row 74, we're going to do 1 extended half double crochet into each of those 4 stitches. Chain 1 and turn. And here we are at the final row for this thin long one. It's row 75. If you were doing the short ponytail, that would be row 35. So for the final row, all we're going to do is extended half double crochet 2 together 2 times. There's only 4 stitches, so we just need to make those into 2 stitches. There's 1, and then using these last 2 stitches, we'll make our final stitch. And then you can tie off and weave in all your ends. So as I mentioned before, this is really easily adjusted for either length or width. And if you'd like more information, you can pop over to the blog where the free written version is, and there's some more details and other photos there as well. I also always like to include some of the photos from my testers so you can see how they turn out in different yarns. Don't forget, please hit that like and subscribe button so I know you're watching, and let me know in the comments how you like the Brinley hair scarf. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.